The Grand Rising. Feel like I gotta sneeze. I'm en route to the chiropractor. I went. I want to. Hold on, let me make sure. I know y'all can hear the feedback. So I went to the chiropractor again on Monday. It's been a long week. So, from my first visit, he said that I had, he went over how I hold my head and how I walk forward, is causing damage to my lower back. And so I just want to say, everybody, really, really pay attention to your posture. We're living in an age where we're constantly on the phone, rising, and so you tend to bend over and not thinking about the damage. So what he was saying is, number one, I got to do 24 weeks of treatment, which I'm grateful for. I'm really, really fit. My back hasn't been as sore as it was before I started treatment. I'll say that. It's not an overnight process, but the bigger issue is maintaining it. And so today, when I go in, I'm going to ask him, once you've received all your adjustments or your treatment plan, what do you do to maintain it? For me, I've been really trying to stay conscious of when I'm bent, and not really bent over, but linked to the front. That's what he was saying, like you walk linked to the front. And I just went over in my mind all the reasons I would be walking like that. Number one, I'm very top heavy. Have been since a young girl, so that could play a part. And then the other thing is, I don't know, maybe, and I'm thinking on a spiritual level, maybe all of the weight from the heaviness of whatever life has thrown my way. And so last night I got in the mirror and I was talking to myself, and I was telling myself, you have to let all of this stuff go. Mirror work does work. Making sure you're looking yourself straight in the eyes and being real with self. And what I noticed is it's like the heaviness, carrying it all around all the time. And I'm just thinking, it got heavy. My back pain has always been existent, but when we went to Arizona on the spiritual retreat, she was just saying that I carry a lot of weight because I don't speak my mind, use my throat chakra appropriately when telling people about whatever, just being straightforward with people. And also, let me hurry up because I don't want to be behind you with all the loose stuff on your truck, child. Also, just being conscious of your throat chakra, you speaking your mind, the cause and effect of not speaking your mind. So you carry all this stuff around. And yes, I'm a Sag. We truly speak our mind, but when it comes to people that we care and love, sometimes we'll hold that in. And so just being more, practicing more being clear. Because when you're not clear, then you get away from whoever, the person you're talking to. Sometimes you'll go back in your head and be like, I should have said this, or I should have expressed this, or I should have got it all out. That's always my thing, like I should have got it all out. And so with that, I am in treatment for my back, thankfully. I feel better. My back hasn't been, because this top of my back had started, I don't know, it just was feeling weird. I haven't noticed that feeling, since I've been going on treatment. But he was just saying that he studied neuroscience too, or whatever you call it. And so he studies the nerves. So when he's doing his adjustments, he's not just adjusting, chiropractic only. He's also studying the nerves and making sure everything is functioning. And if you're experiencing any kind of tingling in your hand and your feet and stuff, that's usually damage to your spine. All of your nerves are enclosed inside of your spine. And so it just might be your body being misaligned. Like I said, I feel so much better. And when I'm conscious, I tell myself straighten up. He was saying that the head naturally sits back, but my posture walking forward. And I don't know where I got that from, And I was thinking, like, is my hair too heavy? Maybe I should cut my hair. Just going through in my mind what would cause that, But just overall, be conscious of your health on every level. I chose the chiropractic route because they also can double as a pediatrician for your child. And so that's a good thing. They do, and this is what I'm saying, you get in front of me and start putting on your brakes, sir. They do natural healing, not a bunch of medicines, not a bunch of treatments, but actually trying to heal the body. Finding and locating the source of the discomfort. And so that's why I went that route. I'm hoping by the end of these 24 treatments, I can just maintain and keep going as needed at that point. But my back, it has just gotten out of control. And I had just learned to ignore the pain. I'm not going to say I was walking around like, oh, my back. No, I was functioning fully in pain. And sometimes once I get to moving around, the pain will ease up. But other times, my back will literally be hurting all day, especially when it's time for my cycle. And so just trying to spread awareness. And also, I want to note that the treatment I went to on Monday, I could not go to sleep at all Monday night. It was so weird. It was like my mind was racing. I couldn't calm it down. And I don't know what is classified as anxiety attack, but when I laid down, I didn't go to sleep till like 3 a.m. I could not stop thinking. I couldn't turn my mind off. So, also being conscious and aware of that, I was wore out Tuesday, but yesterday night, what I did was put me on some soft geo frequencies. And once I did that, it helped me to calm my mind. And then I also astral traveled for the first time ever. So weird. Just trying to make sure I stay conscious. Gemini moon detriment is that thinking all the time. Like not being able to shut your mind down. You can't even really enjoy life because you're always thinking. And so you have to be conscious and aware of that and learn methods of shutting your mind down. And so last night, the Sophia worked. I put on all of the frequencies, and it was like an hour and something playlist. By the time I got to maybe the last two frequencies, I was all the way in the bed. Like I took the headphones off and I was like, okay, I'm out of there. And I went on to sleep. And I'm grateful for that because when I'm tired, I'm just not performing at my best. I just still get stuff done, but I just want to be conscious and aware. Like when you're tired, when your body is telling you to rest, you should really rest. And so I was wore out Monday night because all I wanted to do was go to sleep. And the more I tried to go to sleep, it's like my mind was on 29. It was very unfamiliar. Usually, if I'm laying down a couple of hours, I can just unwind, but that has not been the case recently. And I don't know if it's because he's aligning my back and all those nerves and stuff that are in there that were uncomfortable or not aligned. I don't know if up here it's like cause and effect on getting rid of the mind fog, brain fog is what they call it. I don't know, but I just know as I've been getting adjusted, I have to put more intention into shutting my mind down. And so I'm just grateful that I got some rest last night. Baby, I was tired. Woo. Yesterday morning, yeah, I was tired. I was beat. And so I still stayed up till maybe like 10 trying to, put my mind at ease. But once it went there, I was able to get some sleep. And just being aware of your body and how it works. That's why I be telling people you don't have to worship astrology, but to know it really, really clarifies a lot of things. And so for me, that overthinking, knowing that my moon placement, Gemini moon, is really opposite of my Sag placement. And so it's a lot of back and forth in the head and brain fog and stuff like this, just overworking the mind. And it makes me think about how sometimes, and I think about this consciously, is this the reason why so many people are being diagnosed with Alzheimer's? I don't know, but another thing I noticed is that since being aligned, getting properly aligned, how can I describe it? It's like, I don't know. It's like a shift is taking place. It's like the physical is being changed, and so on a spiritual and mental level, that is changing as well. Sorry. It's just a matter of, okay, am I breathing? That's what it is. And what I noticed was a lot of us are literally suffocating all day because we be so tense, jaws tight, shoulders tense. And I was thinking about maybe that's the reason I'm walking toward full, because I'm always tense. And so I just lately been being conscious of, am I breathing? Asking myself that when I'm just by myself, are you breathing? And instantly inhaling and exhaling, taking a deep breath, because that matters too. The other night when I couldn't get to sleep and my mind was going, I was practicing breaths, and it was just very scary because my mind would not stop going. I had a slight headache. I don't know what was going on, but definitely changing my diet, definitely becoming more aware of the body's triggers. So what triggered that? And I'm gonna ask him today. I'm gonna ask Dr. Maurice, is the aligning or getting aligned, what are some of the side effects? It just gotta rain, sorry. But what are the side effects of that? Because I've never experienced that. Usually when I lay down, I can check out eventually. I mean, I tossed and turned and turned and tossed. It also, he said, affects your stomach. You know, if you were constipated, it will help alleviate constipation, infertility. And that's why they don't want you going to natural path, I'll say doctors that their healing requires some level of knowledge of the body and just the awareness. And I love the fact that after the session, he speaks affirmations for you, and over your body. Like, yes, affirm, yes. And so that makes me to affirm. So yeah, just out here doing the work. It's a ugly rainy day here, and the exit number is 444. I have been researching. I'm just like, it's just how the universe. If you're not getting things, the universe will put stuff in your face to make you have a realization. And so I've lately been looking up numbers that I'm seeing all day. 555, 111, 333. And when you look up what this stuff means and you're seeing it all day, it's like the universe is working on your behalf, for the most high. Working on your behalf, and the ancestors making sure that you're getting your messages. And so just being at the chiropractor's office is off of exit 444. It's the 444 for me, and it was just saying that it talks about changes, important changes taking place. And for me, last night when I was talking to myself in the mirror, it's just like, girl, you got to let all of this stuff go. I don't care who does what. Let it go. You're the only person carrying it around, you know? And we have to realize that when you're carrying stuff around, unforgiveness, rage, anger, all that stuff also affects the kidneys and the other organs in the body. I know anger is related to the kidneys, and then what's the other one? I think despair, depression. One of those are related to the liver, and so you have to be conscious of how this stuff is affecting your body. That's why you can't be in a situation and just feel like, if I stay, it's better. Because if you're uncomfortable and like me, it's making your body present itself a certain type. If you walk around, you are defeated. It's not about just your mental, but you're walking like you're defeated. And so we know that the physical correlates with the spiritual. And so just finding all this stuff out about the chiropractor, about your back, all this stuff, it's just like, yeah, a change has to take place. A consciousness has to be brought, because if not, you can't operate and then live your best life. That's my biggest thing. Like, on the other side of things, being in a place where I'm living my best life, I can be my authentic self, without having to think about it. And just, I saw a girl that posted, and she said, dress like you want to dress. Don't go out here and every day, you know, you're a colorful person and you putting on a three-piece suit every day, black and white. No, dress like you want to dress. Free yourself. And so we do things like that, just holding on to the world's perception of who we should be, or people's perception. And in your body, what it does is like a level of defeat, whether it's taking place in your organs or in your physical, how you stand, your thoughts. When I tell you I could not shut my mind down, it was so scary, because I felt like I started panicking because this has never happened. And it just goes to show, when you storing that type of energy in your body. And so what the chiropractor do is releasing, he working at my sacrum, my sacrum, which is your sacral chakra, that deals with reproduction and the uterus, and you know, that sacral chakra. He said that all the nerves in the body is located here, so it's very important. And then when you storing that energy in your body, it wreaks havoc. In my mind, it's just like, I didn't even notice my posture, that it was. He said you walk forward. He didn't say bend over, just walking forward. It's like, he said your neck naturally sits towards the back. And so it's sitting like that so it can absorb the shock. He said, but being that you lean forward, it can't absorb any of the shock, and so it's shooting the pain down to your lower back. Not to mention being in car accidents or jumping rope or whatever it is that you do. All types of exercise is really damaging to the body, but you have to keep it moving, right? And so he was just saying how that alone is causing an issue, and then it's trickling over into your reproductive system and your digestion, your immune system, your energy levels. Like how your body is a machine, and so if you're not paying attention to pain points and stuff that is pure discomfort, you just never know. And it goes to show, even with the eczema, it's like it's a cause and effect. You have to find out what is triggering your eczema. I know me personally, anytime I'm stressed, I break out. It got a rain. When I say it's raining, when I break out, it's usually because I'm stressed. Now, am I trying to be stressed? Is that the goal? No. But that's how my body responds. And so, yeah. So I had to say, I'm gonna document my journey of going to the chiropractor. I have my little one. He's not with me today, and I'm glad. He just reading so far into stuff. You can't separate the two. He's never been to the doctor, so now he's going into he got this pain here, this pain there. Is very weird. But he was just saying how when children are adjusted properly, their nerves and their brain functions better because they're not experiencing any kind of trauma or shock in the body, in the spine. You know, the spine is connected to everywhere else. And so, just being conscious of all that, staying conscious, staying aware, and going about it in a preventative manner. For me, this is not preventative because my back has been hurting for so long. But in general, if you are able, go ahead and go get you a chiropractor. And make sure you research who. This guy is really good. I can't even imagine you having a diagnosis just by feeling the spine. It's really rare, but just making sure he's familiar. And what another thing that I noticed is like with all these doctors, you go into a doctor's office, they never touch you. And so it's not an energetic healing thing. But then you go to the chiropractor, there's no room for getting acquainted. They coming right in, they're touching you. You got to make sure that person's energy is right. And that's the other thing. This is a spiritual healer, not somebody that just went to school and then got in the office. No, this is somebody who's been doing community service, really adjusting children just at the whim of being around the children. And so it hits different. And then he's from here and from the hood. And so that's a different level because, you know, survival of the fittest will only let those that are great be great. Many are called, only few are chosen. Okay? And so I just appreciate all that. But I just want to encourage everybody to be a little more preventative of your body, paying attention to what's going on. I'm going to look at my own astrology chart. This week for me has been a high anxiety. And I don't know is it because my business finally is concrete. I have a lot of breakthroughs that happened this week. I finally got my business account, just all this stuff, and then the reaction, I don't know, it might be just natural anxiety, whatever it is. I want to heal it. I don't want to be anxious. I don't want to be tense. I'm past that part of my life. I want to be in a space of being relaxed and Trust. Just trusting my environment, trusting myself. These are the things I've been working on lately because when I realized, during the separation, it's like the reason why you're anxious about actually leaving or separating is because you don't trust yourself anymore. You don't trust that things will be okay. You go into a instant. I went into instant fear. You know, oh, if I do this, then everything else is gonna fall apart, and it's just not true. It's not true. So you have to build yourself back up sometimes, pick yourself up. Sometimes you have people around you that assist. Shout out to my friends um, that assist you on owning what is real and what's fake. Because sometimes you project things and think the worst when it's not the case, and then just being okay with whatever it is that you choose to do, being okay with your choices, trusting yourself. And so that's exactly where I was having issues at. Do I still trust myself? Now that it's not just me anymore. I came to Texas and it was just me. And so how I was moving was like that of a single person, but now I have my seed. It's just like it's not just you anymore. And so now it's time to really trust yourself. Trust your choices, trust your intuition. And so that's just some of the things I'm working on. But I just want you all to make sure you're staying present and making sure that you paying attention to your body in this point in time. A lot of people just aren't making it out. There was so many deaths recently. It's been crazy, but we know this is the season of death. And so that also goes for you cutting off and deadening all those relationships and things that no longer serve you. A lot of us have anxiety because we still holding on to a dream and a piece of dust, child. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here because y'all know I gotta do my little wakey bakey before I get on over here. Ain't nothing like I'm gonna get adjusted. I want to be relaxed because my first adjustment I was tense, and I don't feel like that one benefited me in the way that the second one did. The first one I was scared I was gonna fall off the table, but last one I was able to relax a little more, and so today I want to be relaxed. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit me a couple of puffs, clear my mind. And I just encourage you all to be more in tune with your bodies. That's the message. That's it. That's all. Peace and power.